Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe, and in today's video I'll be showing you how to transform a vintage dresser by painting and restoring the wood. So to begin with, this veneer was chipping. I used wood plastic from DAP products, and it's wood filler. I just filled in those cracks, let it dry for a few hours, and then I sanded it down nicely and cleaned it with tap water. Then I moved on to removing the hardware and removing the drawers from this dresser because my plan is to restore the wood and paint the rest of the dresser. So I began by sanding the entire piece down with 120 grit. I don't usually prime my piece because I try to keep them natural and free from any chemicals or similar kind of products. So I sanded this whole piece down like a scuff sanding to remove the finish and to make the paint adhere to the wood surface. So once the sanding was done, I wiped it clean with tap water. I sprayed it and just wiped it down with the paper towel. So the prep is complete now, and we'll begin to paint this dresser. For this I'm using mud paint charcoal, which is a black color, to paint this dresser. So I sanded it, cleaned it, and now I am painting it without priming it. Yes, I don't prime my pieces. I always say that because I sand down the pieces which take off the finish, and the paints that I use, which is mud paint, it has an amazing adhesion, and I did 2 coats of mud paint charcoal on this dresser and it was good to go. So I painted the dresser and it looks like this. Moving on to the designing part. For this I'm using Midnight Floral Transfer. It is a floral transfer in reds and golds and yellows, and I wanted to put it on the painted surface mainly, but a little bit going onto the wood. It was really tricky to put on this transfer on the drawers and the dents and the curves, but this is how I put the transfer and slowly applied it on the top, front, and the side. So I use this flathead plastic spatula to trim my transfer on the lines of the drawer so that I can get the clean, crisp lines for cutting the transfer. So you can use any flathead spatula to do this trick. Now a lot of work of cutting the transfer and applying it on the remaining part of the dresser to get the vision that I had. So it was a lot of cutting of the florals and applying it. So I'm done with putting the transfer. This is how it looks like, and comes the interesting part of restoring the wood. So I didn't sand these to drawers, but I used my wax stain technique, where I use stain and some oil-based wax together, and I rub it generously over the wood. Once I do that, then I wipe it down with a paper towel and just let it dry, and let the wood soak the stain for a couple of hours. So for this Mandelian, I used mud paint charcoal and dabbed some paint to give it a vintage kind of a feel, and I was very pleased how it turned out. So I sealed the entire dresser, where there was paint and transfer with mud paint clear coat, and the drawers were already sealed because it is oil-based wax. Painted the trim of the mirror in the same color, put the hardware, and it was ready. Hope you enjoyed the video and the transformation. I'll be back next week with another video.